Welcome, y'all. Another episode of Contagious Smiles Unstoppable. Take it away, Victoria.
Wow, you just jumped right in before I was even ready.
That okay. I'm gonna leave that one home.
Since when? Since when? Happy week before Thanksgiving.
Are you talking to me or them?
I'm talking to you.
I've been here all day.
So, what's up with the t shirt? He's wearing a shirt of a zombie and it's armless with a balloon floating away.
No, but
It
you
is.
need to restate that.
What is it?
The arm that became detached from the zombie is holding a balloon, and the balloon is floating away with the zombie's arm.
Isn't that basically what I just said?
Your daughter and I,
Now she's mine again?
yes,
You want to keep that on a recording?
yes, have been killing zombies here of late.
Hate that.
Why?
Because it's violent, disgusting, and should not be around. Period.
You may be right. You may be right. I didn't say you were. Not today.
I feel watching you cut people's arms off.
Don't watch it.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
I can still
hear it.
I can return back my paperwork.
That's what.
Yeah,
No.
I can.
Oh no.
Yes, I can. I haven't signed the
No.
final papers.
No. So give it a microphone. So
Careful here.
I have been honored.
Honored's an understatement. Babe, you need to come up here.
No, she stayed on there. I've been honored
That's an understatement.
with adopting Victoria's daughter.
You have considered your own.
Give me the microphone. For the past 4 years, yes, she is my daughter. I have considered mine, and I am her da. And she's gonna take my last name, get rid of her old life under that old name, and she went so far as to change her first name all on her own. And as my wife stated, this was somewhat of a shock, a surprise to us.
You better appreciate the magnitude of this gesture. Because what an honor that this is. Because from day one, even when she was in my belly, I always said there would be only one person she would ever have as a dad, and that would be you. Period. Statement finished. And you were there in the NICU, you were there in court, you've been there as a friend, and then you took on that only role ever offered to anyone, which is you.
Are you done stealing my spotlight?
Are you done with diarrhea of the mouth?
Give me back to the microphone. So,
Oy.
as I stated, guys, if y'all have a little redheaded stepchild, as I do,
She is not your stepchild.
well,
She's gonna come up here and
she's
kick
probably
your
gonna whip
ass.
my butt here if she hears this. Close the door.
No.
And if that day ever comes that y'all have this opportunity to adopt that kid, absolutely, absolutely do it. Because, guys, it makes a huge difference in their life. Huge. She's seen me at what? Your life too, babe. But this is about her and I right now. Makes a huge difference, guys. And
Not just to her life, but to yours.
like I said, I am 100%, 1,000% honored, and she's so happy. So we're gonna wait patiently for the paperwork to come through, and then it'll be official, and then you gonna reveal her name then? No,
She'll stay Faith
she'll stay Faith.
because of her books and,
Yes.
and all that. And what an honor it is. I mean, have you really just expressed your appreciation to all parties involved?
I just did it. Oh, thank you for drawing up the paperwork.
Your son.
You're a paralegal. You do all this in your sleep.
I don't care. That's not the point. You should be humble.
So
It's
this-
not like I'm telling everybody how you cried. when you
No,
found
I
out.
didn't.
Yes, you
No,
did. You
no.
cried like a little
I
boy.
had just opened the windows.
No.
That pollen came in through the
No.
window. Yes, it did.
Winder?
Window.
Winder.
So this is a great, great Thanksgiving for me. Early Christmas present.
Now
Oh
that
Lord.
you've had the spotlight, I want to talk a minute because you heard the other day a recording of a voicemail that you left back before we got back together. And you were dumbfounded at how you sounded compared to now.
Folks don't want to hear about me.
Yes, they do, because I want you, people see us and see the transformation and the hope that they can find that unconditional love. The fact that they can have their happily ever after. And you were beyond miserable. I hated hearing you say, I got 2 minutes. And I absolutely hated hearing that. It was so sad and it made my heart hurt every time. But tell me how you felt when you listened to it and compared to now.
Oh gee, thanks.
You're welcome.
Guys, I was in a relationship and I was miserable. I spent about, I don't know, 10 plus years in that relationship. Worked at a job and just wore me down, 12, 16-hour shifts. It got to the point where, you know, I was drinking every day after work. I mean, right out the gate, literally. So I didn't see the forest for the tree when everyone told me that this woman's not right for me, and there's things going on that are not right, and you're just blind to everything's going on. And of course, I denied it. And then when I heard this recording that my wife had saved, a voicemail that I left her, and you could hear the sadness, the loneliness, the almost depression in my tone.
Yeah.
It was like, oh my God, that's miserable.
You didn't even think it was you at
No,
first.
it's a horrible feeling to know that I was so deep, in the darkness there, so to speak, in the mud, that I didn't see my way out. I couldn't see that I was sinking. So when she played this recording, I heard it and I was just flabbergasted. And now, we sit at the table, man, we have the best time. Her and I joke constantly. Our daughter's always, playing practical jokes on me.
Oh, now she's ours again?
Um, it's this is as what's his face? I can't even think of his name. Clark Gable, not Clark Gable. It's a Wonderful Life. Tell me his name. Come on, somebody's shouting it right now. I can't even think of his name. Anyway, um, yes. So where am I going with this?
Not to give up.
You were saying that there is someone out there for you. There is a soulmate waiting for you. If y'all are in that relationship where you don't see a way out, reach out to us and ask us a question. We'll tell you exactly how we got out of it. There are thousands others following us that are in the same situation or been there and done that.
And how are you now in comparison?
Now
Right.
I'm old. I'm
No,
fat.
I'm talking about like
I'm borderline diabetic.
emotional and psychological.
Oh, I'm a trillion times better. I don't do the hard liquor. I still drink beer every now and then, but
Very rarely.
yeah, I don't go to work with it in my coffee mug. Hint, hint.
You used to dread
oh
going
God,
back
I
to the
used to
house.
dread going back home.
It was never a
No,
home.
no, not the home, but the house. So as soon as I walked in that door, I would there was apprehension. There was that despondent attitude, like, oh God, here we go again. When I saw that spouse's face, when I saw the countenance, everything, my self-esteem dropped. My demeanor just, took a turn. And I was like, oh God, I gotta listen to this nagging again. Here comes another argument. What are we gonna fight about this time? So it was good. Now my wife and I don't fight at all.
We've never fought.
We'll play and pretend like we're, I don't know, arguing or not even arguing. We just play back and forth, you know. She'd be like, I told you woman to go get this, and I'll say, yes, ma'am.
Oh, thanks for that, Pinocchio.
Uh-oh, what happened?
Appreciate that. You say yes, ma'am.
Mm,
No,
I don't say yes, ma'am. You
sometimes
tell everyone you wear the breeches.
I do.
I wear the breeches.
I tell you when to put them on.
I'm gonna leave that one alone too.
Oh, since when?
It's just before Thanksgiving. We're gonna be nice.
So then tell me what you're thankful for.
Us.
Can you be a little more specific?
Yes. You, our little girl downstairs, them three hairy dogs,
Those are our babe.
them some hairy SOBs. They shed hair everywhere.
But they're so sweet.
They're not sweet when they're sleeping on my feet, and I got no cover. I can't kick them off because they're fat and lazy. They won't get off the bed.
I think you need to take a fifth. Because stucco is the best. You have admitted it. So our last episode, I got a little heated. Do you remember? Because we were talking about that
Yes.
creature who did this to her kids. And since another creature, because I don't want them in the category with me as a woman, shot both of her kids. I mean, what the hell is going on with these people? Seriously, what the hell? I can't put myself in that mindset to even try to figure out why. Because there is no man alive that would be your soulmate that would say, I don't want you to have kids, like Susan Smith in South Carolina, who drowned her kids. Like, there is no, if that's the right man for you, he is going to welcome you, your children, and if not, bye, pound sand, keep walking. It's not like there's not other fish in the sea, but I just don't understand how, or the mindset of these people that are creating havoc and just craziness for our kids.
No, they're kids.
Okay, but we're talking
Our
about
kids are fine.
Our kids are fantastic,
Yes.
but I'm talking about like in general, just the younger population. Now they have nowhere to be safe. They don't feel safe at home. They don't feel safe at school. And then you're wondering why they're turning to gang activity. And, there's young kids going to school with weapons. Are you seriously yawning right now? And then he makes me yawn. Oh, I can't.
I only had a 4-hour nap.
I just can't. I can't. It makes no sense.
I don't know what to tell you. There's no way because we do everything we can in our power to prevent any harm from coming to any of our kids. And we're constantly, vigilant with our daughter, and her medical needs, medical attention, everyday commonplace things that you and I do, we have to pay special attention to. And I just cannot see purposely harming her,
She's so much fun. And
or any of our kids, purposely harm any kid, any child.
Right. But I mean, and I don't understand how a lot of the adults take the mentality, well, I was just having a bad day. Okay, well, kids, don't they have a right to have a bad day too? But instead, you jump their gullet and say, oh, you can't have a bad day. But they can. Everybody has a bad day, but that doesn't give you the right to do what you're doing to them. I mean, take a step back and think if you would like that to be done to you. Really take a step back and think, how would I feel if this was done to me?
I think that I'm going to have a bad week in December.
Because Abby's coming?
Yes.
I can't wait for her to get here. I love Abby. Abby's so much fun. And she's actually planning on being here for most of the summer.
Negative.
Uh-huh.
Negative ace.
Yes, she is. I'm so excited. I just spent like almost an hour talking to her tonight. She says, you're the most amazing and my favorite aunt ever. Ever.
How many aunts does she have?
A lot.
Hmm.
Thank you. What do you think? I'm not competition worthy if it's just one or two.
I was gonna check.
You want to compare me to some other moms? I can name a few.
Do you want me to go there?
Sure.
Okay, go.
Go ahead. No, you said you want me to go there. Go ahead. Go there.
No, go ahead.
Compare me to
Hmm. Who?
number one.
Number one is not her aunt.
No, we're talking about moms.
No, she's not. Well, she's more like a brainwasher.
Why do you say that? You need to clarify.
Clarify?
Yeah.
Where's our other two kids? Exactly. Crickets.
So what about other moms?
I don't know any other moms.
Sure you do. You have one and I had
That would be no, that's not anywhere in her league. So needless to say, we're happy Abby's coming and y'all get to hear her.
she does team talk.
Is she gonna do teen talk and unstoppable? Probably.
She wants to roast you.
Of course she does.
And she said tonight that she wants to get onto a group chat and make it where all they talk about is how to prank you.
Okay, so go ahead.
Yeah, that's all she wants is to get into a group chat on how to prank you. That'll be fun.
Okay.
Okay, you're okay
Yes.
with them pranking you.
I'll survive. So, does anyone out there know about this hero arm?
Are you really talking about this?
Yes. It's an awesome looking, lightweight, multi-grip bionic prosthetic arm for adults and children.
Which I feel horrible about wanting.
I'm asking because, it looks awesome. It seems incredible, extremely expensive, around 95.
No, most prosthetics in that magnitude can go up to that much. But if you get funded through it, it can go as little as 3,000, but up higher from there.
So we would like to get Victoria here a new arm, y'all. And obviously, I don't make enough to go up to 95,000.
No, that one's probably about 4,500 to 5,000. The first one I got was like, I don't know, it's tens of thousands of dollars, but I can't use it.
The first one that she got, y'all, is about 8 pounds.
A little more than that with all the
Over
stuff
8
in it.
pounds.
And I have a titanium shoulder, so that makes it harder.
And she put it on for, I don't know, about 3 or 4 times. And it's so uncomfortable. It's so heavy.
It's hard to put on and off.
When she puts on her prosthetic arm, lays it on the table, she can move the fingers, she can operate it.
Wait. There's no fingers. It's a clamp claw thing.
Yeah, it's a
I don't have fingers in my prosthetic.
But then trying to pick it up, I'm not saying my wife is weak, but those muscles went in atrophy when she was in the healing process directly after the surgery. And no one told us to sit there and exercise them and to, start strengthening them up. And she was in pain. She was having these uncontrolled almost seizures in her arm. And there was no way she could exercise. So if anyone knows about Open Bionics, this hero arm, reach out to us, reach out to them. We'd like to know more about it. If we can get our lovely Victoria, my wife, a new arm. Okay. I feel pollen.
You feel pollen. This is how I know you love me. Oh, because see, the thing is, I never ask for anything. He says, "What do you want for your birthday?" Nothing. That's what I get. What do you want for? What do you want for this or that? I never ask for anything because that's not how I am or who I am. But I would love to be able to function with a prosthetic that I actually can use and that doesn't add more frustration to an already frustrating situation. So that's enough of that thing. By the way, I want to thank my husband for the most gorgeous red roses ever he brought home for me the other day. They were very sweet. We're not going to talk about why, he had a faux pas, if you will. Um, and it was hilarious because the very first thing he thought about was, what is my wife gonna do? And then, oh my God, what is Faith gonna do? So that's always kind of fun. And what is he doing? What are you doing
I'm scratching my back
with a tripod?
with a tripod.
So what is our Thanksgiving plan? What are we doing for Thanksgiving? I'm ecstatic.
Wake up, eat, take a nap, wake up, eat some more, then go to bed.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the golden rule on Thanksgiving. You don't do nothing.
Wrong. So we are so unbelievably excited because it's going to be just us, the three of us, and quiet, quaint, and guess what? Drama free. Isn't that lovely?
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing. And we will also be having an amazing Thanksgiving dinner where we'll all be preparing certain things together or individually to come together for our little meal. And then we will be decorating for Christmas. And we will hopefully make this Christmas make up for last Christmas, where we spent all of it, and including other holidays, in ICU. So that is our goal, is just to kind of chillax, take it easy. Um, we've talked about it so many times. We love our quiet, quaint, drama-free life. We've had the additional family members on both sides, and it's always drama. And then we shut the door and we're like, oh, that's so much better. So much better. Because
y'all know y'all do the same when they leave.
Yeah, but we don't see them at all anymore, so we don't have to wait for them to leave. But my husband, and I are best friends. What are you doing? We are best friends, and we tell each other everything, and we have the best relationship. And so
I told her the other day I grabbed another woman's food.
That's why I got the roses. You didn't grab it; she fell, and you caught her, and you happened to have graced and grabbed. Were you full of guilt?
No, I thought it was hilarious because I immediately knew I was going to come on and tell y'all, and I knew immediately my daughter was going to jump my skillet.
And she did.
She did.
I think it was hilarious. She goes, "How would you feel if Mom cupped a guy?" You're not even making that face anymore.
Okay, guys. So I'm standing inside the garage.
Garage.
And I asked the lady to back her car up.
You're at work.
So that I could fix the garage door. She come out of the threshold, tripped on her sock. I'm standing at the bottom of the 2 stairs she has. She trips and falls forward into my arms as I catch her, and I cupped her boob. Okay. She's laughing about it. I apologize immensely. She had no problem with it. She, okay, all right. So I couldn't wait to tell my wife and daughter. And that's just how we are. Uh-oh.
So Faith says, "Michael, how would you feel if Mom cupped a guy?" Now my husband's smile just deserted his face.
How would you do that on accident?
It wouldn't be an accident, apparently.
Wait, you can't just purposely go up to some strange guy.
Well, if you
ball check.
I make sense.
This ain't Crocodile Dundee.
That she said, "Mom, you should just walk up and go," because he went, No. It's kind of fun to watch the two of you guys together, because you're downright hysterical. If you've ever seen Grumpy Old Men or Grumpier Old Men, this is literally the dynamic between these two. Like, they'll walk by each other and idiot, and you'll call, like, she'll go reform slut or slut or you call her peanut. Like, what else? It's hilarious that what you do. And it's both of them constantly. Like my face hurts because they'll just be sitting there and then all of a sudden he'll try to do something at dinner. And you have to watch how you eat around this table because you'll choke on your food. And if one of them is doing something to the other one, it's not uncommon for like Faith to get up and the other day she put peas down his back or she'll put ice or the like one time he had a beer and we were just finished eating and it's the first time I've seen you have a beer with dinner and I don't even know how long and she poured your leftover beer you hadn't finished into the nachos which I thought was downright hilarious and it's constant between the two of you and she'll be in her room and we'll be in our room or something and he'll make a comment and this kid's hearing is phenomenal and she'll say something and they just go back and forth like he messes with her Alexa messes with her internet and then she'd be like put it back you slut tramp and the banter between the two of them is hilarious. I mean I wish I had that with my donor but I love the camaraderie between the two of you. I love how y'all have traditions. They're just the cutest, sweetest thing ever. And, Faith is still very much a child at heart in many ways. And she'll just give him this look. And Michael tries to be this big, badass teddy bear.
I am.
No, you're not.
Yeah, grizzly bear,
no.
not teddy bear.
You can be a dick when you're asleep and you open up. And she'll just look and be like, Dad. And she gives you this little look. And then you're like, yes, Peanut. And she'll go, snuggle. Because they're watching a movie. And if they're watching a movie, she curls up on the couch with a blanket with him so the dogs don't jump on her. And they just snuggle up and watch a movie. And it's like the cutest thing. He just puts his arm around her and they watch a movie. It's the sweetest thing. I used to be that way with my grandparents. And it is just I mean, I love the camaraderie. I can't say it enough. And then, she'll get up and he'll be like, woman, give me something to drink. And she's like, get your lady stuff, bitch. I mean, it is just camaraderie full of love. It's just sweet. And, people are like, oh my God, she calls him a bitch. But they have never said anything hurtful to one another. They are very much just, I don't even know how to describe it. Like, it's such an amazing relationship. It's like y'all have been together her whole life.
Can I clarify something?
Sure.
Okay.
Here we go.
So, for those y'all out there listening, thank you for listening. 1,000,000,000% thank you for listening. But to piggyback on what my wife said, yes, we do playful banter. Okay, yes, we allow our daughter to use certain curse words and to,
she's an adult.
Say whatever.
Not anything. Certain things are not allowed. Right.
She is legally
an adult.
18 years of age. Okay. That young lady out there has been through hell. She's met the Reaper.
Danced with the Reaper.
Danced with him.
And kicked his ass.
And came back out the other side, y'all. Man, that damn pollen again. She deserves to say whatever the hell she wants to say.
Within reason.
Within reason. She's not going to curse God.
No.
But, there was just over 2 weeks that we did not hear a peep out of her. Where she had like 3 tubes down her throat, her nose, and, we were begging, pleading for the day that she would talk again. A 2-week period in ICU, watching her just lay there and not say a word. So y'all can judge us for that.
I went her first 2.5 years without hearing her at all.
Yeah,
not a word.
I don't care what some of y'all think. As far as that goes, she's our daughter. She's gonna say whatever she wants. Okay, she's got try to get her to shut up. First of all,
will never happen.
She's a redhead. She probably whoop your ass.
She can hold her own.
And secondly, she deserves it, y'all.
She's a little smart mouth.
If y'all have followed us anywhere on Facebook or read the wife's first book, or she needs to write her own book, her own story. Y'all would know that this girl's amazing. She's American.
It's not just that, but when you have coded and lived in a hospital for as long as she has, and we are so proud of her. She's an accomplished author. She was a #1 bestseller on Amazon. And you remember that? It was your book that she was bestseller on. Uh, she has dedicated her life every year since she was 4, raising toys and money for other kids of special needs and survivors of domestic violence. When COVID was going on, she arranged it herself to make sure that the shelter we were working with had pizza for everybody and then had cookies delivered so that they could decorate the cookies because we couldn't go in there and do anything and deliver stuff ourselves. And she never wants any of it for herself. She never says, "Ooh, that's really nice. Can I have that one?" And she never does that. All she wants is to pay it forward and help other people. This kid has literally every reason to hate the world, seriously, but she has a smile on her face. She tells you that she loves you every day. She it says thank you and please and yes sir and no sir, but she also is very playful. She is a smart ass who can handle herself and handle her own. She is a prankster, but you know what, everybody has a story, everybody has their differences, and everybody has stuff going on, and I get it. But for our daughter who has gone through over 50 surgeries and she has never done drugs, never gotten into even smoking, drinking, going out partying, being promiscuous, doing anything that's questionable in regards to, really going out there and rebelling. Like she does do some rebelling things, like the way she dresses and, whatever. That's just her own fashion style. But what an amazing kid, because if he's having a bad day, we've come out of the post-op from surgery and people would be like, Faith, what are you having your surgery? Oh, I just had it. And literally walk down the hall and see a kid scared and she'd stop and try to make that child feel better. And that's who she is. And that's who she's always been. And if, she wants to say a curse word here and there, then my husband and I allow it because there's a whole lot worse that could be done, and she is not doing any of it. There are words we prohibit her from saying, and she is not, she's respectful of that, and she's never said that, which we're very strong about. Um, but she really is such a gift. I mean, she's such a gift for both of us, and Michael's heart grew a million times.
So I was a Grinch.
Well, but even more so last year when you were pacing the floor and I mean, you had horrific pollen allergies because I saw you crying daily. You were begging and pleading and rubbing her feet and massaging her feet. And, I'll let her watch whatever movie she can pick it for a year. And when she first, now she was intubated and she mouthed that she wanted me to make a recording and she mouthed, "Tell Daddy I love him." And she was crying. And that was probably the most upset in 25 plus years I've ever seen you when you saw that video because she couldn't talk, but you could see clearly what she was trying to say. And it's hard. You don't want anyone to ever go through that. You don't want anyone to see their kid in that situation because when does your body say it's had enough? I'm done. I just don't want to do this anymore. This isn't the life I signed up for. This isn't, what I want to be going through. And it is a proven fact that, like, for instance, kids in the NICU, when they have someone who's there for them, the possibility of them healing and overcoming the issues and obstacles they have in front of them multiplies by hundreds because when they feel they have something to fight for and someone that loves them, they fight even harder to overcome what's going on in front of them. I can't tell you how many times that unit had to close down because babies who had never been seen by their parents or siblings or, were just left there passed away. And it broke my heart. It was just the hardest thing ever to know that they could have survived with some love from their family. How would these parents feel if that was them when they were born and they had these issues? It's just people today are so selfish and everybody's all about the electronics and they're losing time with their, their loved ones. They don't know what's going on with their kids' life anymore. Most of these kids have, fake profiles on the internet and they don't even know what's going on in their lives anymore. And it's because everybody is so self-consumed. Not everybody, but a good majority of people are so self-consumed that they're not taking that time. My husband looks like he can barely stay awake all of a sudden.
But I worked a little bit today, just a little bit. Yeah, maybe that's one aspect why these so-called creatures are, assassinating, murdering, killing their kids because they're so selfish and only think about themselves. So, speaking of someone who is not selfish, we recently posted a podcast on Scott Hamill.
Yep.
And he's gotten quite a number of views.
It was like, I want to say almost 800,000 within a couple of hours.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Good for you, Scott.
Crazy, crazy, crazy. And tonight is his figure skating yearly event that he does in Tennessee with all the skating professional stars. And that's going on right now as we speak, actually.
Good deal.
Yeah. You all of a sudden look like you're crying, it's pollen, you're tired, whatever, all at once. What are you thankful for this year? Let's close it out with that.
I've already told you.
What are you thankful for
this family?
Okay.
This big old family we have right here.
Okay.
And that's not a fat joke because you're losing weight and I have to go on a diet because I'm pre-diabetic. So I'll be losing weight. Hopefully our kid will be the only one gaining weight.
You can gain what we lose.
Except for Stucco. He's getting fat.
Watch your mouth.
He is.
He just had a perfect checkup. They did not say he was fat.
He's fat.
He is not.
Yes.
He's perfect. He's perfect. No, he's perfect.
So I'm thankful for this family.
And what would you like to accomplish in the next year?
To permanently be with this family every day.
You are with this family every day.
Instead of doing a 9-to-5.
Mm.
Isn't that our goal?
Yes. Yes, it is.
So y'all reach out to us. Get on our show. You got a story to tell. You want to just jaw jack.
He's really good at jaw jacking.
We need to sit here and listen. You want to take us out?
You go ahead.
No, you wait.
Hey.
Babe. This woman. Hey, Stucco. Stucco, come to visit us.
Stucco's always with me. Always.
Stucco's our golden retriever.
Stucco is my service dog.
Service.
Always with me. Who's also a redhead, like his mama.
Bunch of redheads in this family, except for me. I shaved mine.
And my baby.
I'm not redhead though.
My boy.
Thank y'all for listening. Continue to go on the website and check us out. Everything that we do, all the services, and please get on Amazon. Type in Victoria Cure. Type in Faith Cure Solomon. Get their books and read them and review them. Put us a review somewhere. A good review, y'all. My wife does a lot. She spends a lot of hours up here on the website, on every platform that she has. And she's a one-armed Terminator bandit. We'd like to get her an arm. So if y'all know that, what was it, Open Bionics?
Mm-hmm.
If y'all know anybody who works there, or, maybe we can have, a couple million of y'all write a letter to Open Bionics on behalf of Victoria Cure here at the Contagious Smile. Now let's get this woman an arm, y'all. She needs a left arm. All right, thank y'all for listening. Y'all have a good night.